The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi everyone, welcome to the webinar. Ron here at AbleSys, and we'll take a look at the charts. We'll take a look at the AbleTrend signals. Show you on the chart what you want to be looking for as far as identifying a buy signal, a sell signal, stop losses, and most importantly, or just as important, the no trade zones, which we have in AbleTrend, telling us when not to trade, meaning the markets are going to be very high risk at that time, choppy, sideways. You can't win. Certainly we couldn't, or nor could anyone else when it's choppy or sideways, and that's when we all incur losses. So we'll take a look at that, and we'll jump right in. I like it. AbleTrend gives such a nice, clear picture of what's going on in the market behind the scenes. Well, these algorithms really are so helpful because we're combining multiple time frames. In this case here, I got a weekly, monthly chart. It's for a long-term trade. This is FCX, popular stock to trade. And Grace puts on the website every day, 12 noon Pacific, which is about 3 Eastern. She puts in, sometimes maybe 1 or 2 stocks a day on there for sweet, where there are, some possible sweet spots. Or she's giving you some free trade ideas. It's right on the website, right on our website, wintick.com. You just scroll down and you click on Trading Signals Stocks. Trading Signals Stocks. You'll see a bunch of charts, usually every day, a couple of charts a day. She does a great job at that because she's identifying some sweet spots for us, and occasionally even maybe a new triple confirmation trade, which would be the beginning of a new buy signal. And it's basically for going long, this is for like long-term trading, retirement accounts or just long-term holds. And this is one she had on there, I think it was yesterday or today. Yesterday, I think it was. Just to show you, that was the original buy signal came in, believe it or not, a year and a half ago, and we're still in that trade. Well, no, actually, we just got in again recently. But I mean, you got a beautiful signal down here around last summer. Not the summer that just passed, the summer before that, a year and a half ago, July of 20. The price was at $14 when you had that initial arrow come in. That's the monthly buy signal. How you know it's blue? It's the first arrow. It's the first monthly buy signal. Well, that's all it is. Keep it simple. You had the original buy, you had the weekly buy signal came in a couple of weeks before it, but there was a red arrow above it, meaning monthly saying down, and there's resistance there. Weekly saying up. So at that time, we didn't do anything. Leave it alone. It's too risky. Collectively, millions of dollars being traded with the software. I've personally been using it every day for 17 years. So we just want to keep it as low risk as possible for everybody. We're all in it together. Literally, we are literally all in it together. So right there is where you want to buy it, and obviously up and away it goes. Just fantastic trade, because you're in at 14, you're out at 34. I mean, that's crazy. It's 2.5 times your money. I mean, that's nuts. So obviously, one big no trade zone after a huge big winning AbleTrend trade. And the point is, just a couple of weeks ago, we had a buy signal right there. Now the monthly's been on a buy signal for years. So no issue there. We just needed to get a weekly. And it actually came in a couple of weeks ago at 41. However, you're down to 38 and change, 38 and a half today. That's an even better place to get it. Obviously, the lower we pay for a stock or anything for that matter in life, well, the better the price for us. Buy low, sell high. We want to buy low, so you can buy it even lower now at 38. Because the original signal came in a couple of weeks ago at 41. As long as you're above these blue dots, you're safe. It's your safe zone. Blue means buy. So you got blue dots, you got blue arrows. Everything's blue. It's perfect. Yeah, if this was a blue ball, actually, that would be perfect. But on the long-term charts, it's okay to get in on the green. Again, on the very long-term charts, perfectly fine to do it, because technically you'd be still in it at 41 from a couple of weeks ago, and 4 weeks ago, and you can get in now at 38. It's even better. The closer you can ever buy, whether it's an E-mini chart, a day trading chart, or a long-term chart, any chart, the closer you can buy it to the blue dots, the lower the risk. Because the blue dots represent support. See how here it hit the blue dot, bounced right off it and went up. Hit the blue dot here, bounced off and it went up. The red dots is the opposite. And when it hits the red dots, that's resistance. So it's kind of like a wall or a roadblock. The red dots and red arrows stop it from going higher. The blue dots stop it from going lower. So the closer you get into the blue dot, the lower your risk. So really nice chart there. Nice chart that Grace put up here yesterday on FCX. Again, for a long-term stock hold. Nice one. E-minis is right here. I like the E-mini NASDAQ or the E-mini Russell. They tend to be a little smoother than the ES, but that's okay. You certainly can trade anything you like. AbleTrend works the same for everything. It doesn't matter. It counts what you think and what you're comfortable with. And after, there's only a couple of good trends today, and the market only gives you a couple of good opportunities really to make money during the day. Most of the day, the market is kind of in a choppy sideways pattern. So that's why most people, lose all the time, because they get caught up in the chop, which we would lose too. And we do lose. We certainly had losing trades today too, but at least we have the no trade zones to keep us out of about half, 50% of the chop that everybody else is losing. But you got to take advantage of those trends. You say, well, how do I know? Well, you got to take all the trades. The only time I wouldn't trade, as I always say, is between lunchtime, when it's lunchtime East Coast, lunchtime on Wall Street. That's when the market gets kind of flat, choppy, sideways. That's a good time to take a break. I mean, it's optional. Some days, actually, you may get a trend during what I call the dead zone or the lunchtime slow time, which would be ideally like 12:30 to 1:30 Eastern, which would be 11:30 to 12:30 Central, which would be 9:30 to 10:30 Pacific. That's generally your choppy sideways market. Rarely do you get a good trade during then, but you can. So I don't want to say that, and then tomorrow you don't trade then and you miss a good trade. I mean that's up to you. Nobody tells anybody what to do. I'm in front of it every day for 17 years, so you tend to see similar patterns, and it's usually quite sideways in that time. So I'm not a big fan of day trading during that time. But right at the open here today, nice trade, triple agreement, 1 minute dot, blue, 2 minute buy signal, small arrow, blue, 3 minute buy signal, big arrow, blue, triple agreement with a blue bar. Now it's a really long bar, but you're always going to get that at the open. So you never make a trade at the open if you're always waiting for a short bar. It's not going to happen. You're always going to get longer bars because there's a volume explosion. East Coast time, which is what I am, 9:30 when the market opens. So, you got to just put your stop 2 points below the bottom of the blue bar. I would rather put it below the dot because, as I showed you before, the dot stops the price from going lower. I mean, look how many times here. 5 or 6 times it hit the dot and just stopped right in that area, give or take a couple of ticks. So the blue dots really do tell us where there's hidden support in the market. So let's take advantage of that. The big, huge edge we have with AbleTrend. Let's take every edge we can because you certainly need it. Day trading isn't easy, especially emotionally. And that's the whole key to trading, is to do exactly what this emotionless algorithms tell us to do. That's why it works so well. We can keep our emotions aside, sitting on a huge potential. They'll definitely be losing days, that's for sure, and certainly losing trades. But the first trade worked out real well. It's a nice winner of the day. Usually the first 2 hours and the last 2 hours, you get the best trends. Generally, doesn't mean every day, but generally speaking, from say like 9:30 to 12 o'clock Eastern, so just equate that to whatever time zone you're in. And then again from 2 to 4 Eastern, which is the last 2 hours of the trading day. That's generally when you get the best trends. Again, not every day, but most days that's when you're going to get your best trends. If you could only trade, say, 5 hours a day, that's when you'd want to trade. And that worked out nice because we stay in the trade as long until we get double green, which we had right there. If we were looking at this live, this is exactly what you see because we don't take the trade until the bar closes. So this is exactly what you would see at this time of the day. So right now, when I'm looking at this, what you're thinking, the thinking should be, okay, at the moment, my stop is there. Second lower blue dot below the price. Not the first, but the second step down. Now right here, I'm going, oh boy, I hope I get double green, because then I can move the stop here, which is really only a break even at this time. Then I can tighten it up because I got a big profit. Once you're at least 10 points in profit, then you want to use the double green. Okay, there's double green. So now I'm going to move my stop to about 384. Well, now I just locked in 20 points. That's $400 for a one-lot trade. All right, look at this. It's going up. Great. Never hit the stop. Kept going higher. So now I'm getting looking for double green. Up, there's double green again. So now I'm going to put the stop here, maybe around 88, 388. Okay. I locked in 22 points. Let's just say 20. Locked in 400. That's a guarantee in my pocket. And there we go. A minute later, we'd be stopped out. That's why you do it that way. It's just locked in for, it's a $400 winner that AbleTrend gave to everybody first trade of the day today. Real clear cut, no guesswork, just doing exactly what it said to do. Let the algorithms do all the work. That's what we paid for. That's what they're there for. Next trade of the day would be right there. Triple agreement, sell signal. Stop 2 points above. I believe it got hit. No, oh yeah, it got hit, and we lost on that trade. Actually, we're still going, still going, still going. If for any reason you got stopped out, or you got into the trade late, or you just didn't take it, or whatever, you got out because you just wanted to get out, which isn't the right thing to do, but whatever, let's just, assuming you got out, here's the sweet spot, because that's what we'd be looking for. Because it hits the red dot, the next red bar, wow, that's a long bar. I hate that it's so far from the red dot, but I'm not going to think. I'm just going to be like a robot and do what it says. And I had oscillator agreement. Red up top, red below. Oscillator said, yep, this is okay to get in. It's low risk, and it turned out great. That would be double green. Got to be 10 points in profit to use the double green. Yeah, that's right around 10 points. Still going. There's 2 more greens, and we're stopped out and then completed. So that worked out nice. Looking really good, actually. That was another 20 points. A little more, but let's just say 20. This slippage, this commissions, and I got those in. So first trade was 40 points. No, first trade was 30 points, and then the next trade was 20 points. So great stuff. I mean, that's big money, big money. No trade zone right here. Look how sideways it went. We would have lost just like everybody else lost. I mean, you can't make any money if it goes sideways. None of us can. Nobody can. It's got to have some kind of an up or down trend with some kind of consistent movement up or down. Anybody in the world to win. It's kind of obvious, but sometimes you need to hear that. Okay, next trade right there is a triple confirmation buy. We actually lost a little bit on that trade. Small loss, but we lost. Same thing here. That's a sell signal. Obvious triple agreement sell. If we, again, we're looking at that live. Okay, I got a red bar. I got a 1 minute. I got a 3 minute. The big dot, arrow. Where's the 2 minute? Yeah, there it is. I'm short. Right there. Short market. Market short. Now thinking, again, robot. Oh, no, he's, market. So short, still short. Stops at the second higher row of red dots above the price. Okay, now finally we got a little, went sideways there. We win and lose, and, kind of win a little, lose a little, that kind of thing. We were up, we were down. Now we got double green. We zoom in closer. We shorted it here at the close of this first triple agreement bar. 292. Stop is at let's say 280. It's a 12-point win. A couple of minutes later, we're stopped. Great morning. Oh, okay. Now this is a sweet spot. Red and red. We lost on that trade. A couple points. Let's say 5 points. Trade zone. Now we're in that dead zone, or at least the lunch hour quiet. And right around 12:30 Eastern, a little after 12. So right here, I'm not a fan, as you may know from listening to any of the webinars, of trading at that time. And as it turns out, yeah, it would have been, you just saved out. You just saved two what would have been losing trades that you didn't take. Okay, now you're right around almost 1:30, so that's close enough. I mean, we're not going to get into, seconds and all that kind of crazy stuff. So anyhow, we'd be short there. Stop's going to go 2 points above. We're taking out. Lost on that trade. Now we've got a sweet spot here. Oscillator does not agree until, does it agree on this one, on the little one? I don't think it did when I was watching. No, it didn't. Actually agreed on the green bar, but we don't want to get in on the green. That's just too risky. So we're going to go short right there, the close of that bar. So if we're looking at that live, this is what we would have seen. You have to wait for a sweet spot because I got stopped out and lost, gave back 10 points on that trade. Okay, got a sweet spot here, but I'm waiting for oscillator agreement. Okay, any one of these red bars, red on red is what I'm looking for down below. Green on red, red on red. I'm in market short. We're in at 264. Let's just say 264. Wow, nice move right now, favor immediately, a minute later. Okay, stop at this point is here because there's the red dot, but I'm going always one higher. But I'm looking for double green so I can bring that stop from here much closer and lock in a big profit. There's one green, give me another one. Yeah, double green. So now I can move my stop tighter. It just locked in 33 points. So let's just say 30. Just locked in $600 in 10 minutes. AbleTrend gave to you, to me. Everybody uses AbleTrend. And does what it says to do. That's the key. And stop out a couple of minutes later. So that was great. That was a nice one. We locked in a bunch of money on that trade. Okay, no trade, no sweet spot. Sweet oscillator says no, don't do it. Now we're short right there. Triple agreement. We lost because stock goes 2 points above. We're out right around here. Okay, one big gigantic no trade, red and blue, no trade. Short right there. Short right there. Again, let me go back. Short. Stops 2 points above the dot. If you can put it above the dot, that's great. But in this case, above the dot was right around 20 something. It is right around 20 points, which to me is right around your cutoff. So just put it 2 points above the top of the red. Either way, you didn't get stopped out. Short. Okay, just as the dots go lower, keep moving that stop lower, but not at the dot right above the price. Second higher up. Well, look at this. This is sweet. Up, double green. Stop goes there. Stops at 212. I'm short at 224, so I got 12 points guaranteed, locked in, can't touch it. Stop out. Another short right here. Let me go back. Short right there at about 195. Stay short, stay short. Stop goes right there, right above the dot, right above the top of the triple agreement price bar. Keep moving those stops lower as the red dots goes down until we get double green. So again, we locked in guaranteed money, 25 points, $450 for one contract period. Stop out a minute later. So I mean, great day up, sweet spot right here. Hits the dot, next red bar. Oscillator, no, don't do it. Good thing we didn't. Saved us again, the oscillator. No trade. And that's it. It's the end of the day. However, there was a great move at the end of the day. Anybody who did take it, it was late, so I could certainly understand somebody didn't. It was like 5 to 4 right before the market closes. Turns out, well, it's just nice to see that the software works so well. Whether you or I took it, and I wouldn't if it was too close to the end of the day. But you do, if somebody did, the software picked that up. Software doesn't care if you or I are eating lunch or trading or or out in the store somewhere. Couldn't care less. Software. It's going to work no matter what. It's going to do its job. Boy, they did ever. Short here at 162. Pick up another 30 points. But I'm not going to count that because that's Nobody's going to be trading. This is a live chart right now. Very rare again. We got a signal came in right when we started the webinar, triple agreement. We're live right now on it, and we would have been stopped out. Second lower row, blue dots were stopped out right there. So while we were talking, software made 8 points. 8 times 20 is $160. Nice profitable day today, doing exactly what the software says. And it's real simple once you practice with it and get you kind of watch these webinars. I do these every Tuesday and Thursday. They're all on YouTube. Every one of these webinars, I do them twice a week for everyone. I do 100 a year. They're all on YouTube. Just type in AbleSys, our company name. AbleSys, or that's the way you do it. Go to YouTube and type in AbleSys and you search. So I hope this was helpful. I wanted to, I go through every trade every Tuesday and Thursday, winners and losers, show it all, as well as I like to open up with a longer-term stock chart for, longer-term traders who don't want to day trade. Totally understand that. Software works the same for every market, long-term, short-term, just depends on whatever you like to do. We got that big once-a-year holiday sale. You'll never get a lower price for anybody who wants to purchase either a one-year license, 15% off, lifetime license, 20% off. Obviously, that's the best deal. And then, January 1st, prices go up. So this is the best time. If you're on a one-year license, you can convert it to a permanent, and take advantage of the big savings. If you're on a trial now, and even if you get the trial during December, you can even get the trial the last day of the year. You get the full month into January to evaluate the software, and you lock in the special once-a-year low holiday prices, which is the fair thing to do. It's the fair thing to do for you. So hope this was helpful. See you back here next Tuesday. I'll be glad to go over all the signals again from Tuesday. And feel free to call or email to me, especially if you have any questions on the oscillator or anything on trading. Direct that to me, not the tech support. They do all the charts and data and any other issues you may have with the software. That would be support@ablesys.com. The phone number is also directly on the website where it says contact us, wintick.com. But anything regarding questions on trading or oscillators or indicators, buy and sell signals, stops, whatever, direct that to me. You can call me directly or email me at ronc@ablesys.com. at my desk all day long, Monday to Friday. Always answer quickly and be glad to help anytime. So have a good night, everyone, and see you back here Tuesday.